The ANC has condemned the attacks on Parliament and the Constitutional Court, but the party's caucus in Parliament has also snubbed the DA's offer of using the City of Cape Town's council chambers for the upcoming State of the Nation address. Political analyst and faculty member at the Nelson Mandela University, Dr. Ntsikelelo Breakfast, is live on the line now. Dr. Breakfast, thank you for joining us. Just before we go to the fire at Parliament and the political gerrymandering that's been going on there, the January the 8th statement and preparations ahead of that, how important will this weekend be for the ruling party to try and heal or paper over the cracks and fractures that have been so openly seen by the public in the past year or so?
Yeah, so I think the statement that will be made by the president over the weekend will set the scene for what might come up in the State of the Nation address. So that January the 8th statement is going to be a feeder system to the speech that will be made by the president on behalf of the country, not on behalf of the ANC. So I think the statement is going to be twofold. On the one hand, it's going to look at domestic issues. It's going to look at inequality, poverty, unemployment, the security threats which are posing a danger to national security. I think also it's going to look at gender-based violence. It's going to look at the electoral performance of the ANC. I think is going to say something about that. Also, among other things, he will, in my view, say something about the state capture report that was handed over to him 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. And also look at international relations in terms of the foreign policy posture of government, in terms of what we stand for internationally.
Dr. Breakfast, do you see a golden thread between the June-July insurrection, the fire at Parliament, and the hammer-wielding man attacking the windows of the Constitutional Court, or do you think this is pure conspiracy theory?
I think the question that all of us, Anika, we are grappling with is whether Parliament was set on fire or whether it caught fire. That's the key question. But I think someone must take full responsibility. I cannot rule out the symbiotic relationship between the operations that we saw last year in July and the ones that are at play now in terms of what had happened yesterday at the Constitutional Court and the fire that broke out. I cannot rule out that possibility because politics is the art of the possible.
Dr. Breakfast, last question before I let you go. There seems to be political fighting rearing its head, and very unfortunate in the wake of a tragedy like Parliament going up in flames, with the ANC caucus not wanting to use the City of Cape Town's buildings for the State of the Nation address or to do any of its work, it would seem. Is this just churlish and spiteful, or are there political implications at play here that you find legitimate?
You know what, Aneka, I think both of them are not at fault, simply because all political parties, they want to outmaneuver each other. The DA is a political party. It's not an NGO or a welfare organization. So it wants to outmaneuver the ANC by coming across as if it is, taking responsibility on behalf of government for what had happened in Parliament, because the ANC doesn't want to take responsibility. So I think the ANC is well aware about what is at play, that if it accepts the proposal from the DA might blow its trumpet and say that they are the ones who saved Parliament when no one wanted to take responsibility for what had happened.
All right. Thank you so much there for unpacking that for us. That's Dr. Ntsikelelo Breakfast, political analyst.